Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where I'm working with you step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets. You can download those in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. There's a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also access information about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of hints and tips on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time on exam day when you're actually working through your exam paper. So if you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find it all there. If you can give me a like, that'd be really great, and subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's lots more to come. And so now we're going to continue with the second of the 2015 past papers. So if you turn with me to page 8, on paper B, we're going to have a look at question 5 onwards. So as I always say, I know I'm repeating myself, but please do have a go of this on your own first of all. It's much better to learn by your mistakes. Doesn't matter if you go wrong, you can just rub it out and have another go. So I'm hoping you've had a go of this, and now we'll work through these questions together. Question 5 asks us to write the scales, the semi-breves, the scales named below. So we need to write A minor, we need to write it descending, going down. No key signature, but adding any sharps or flats. That's a bit of a helpful hint there to remember part of the process. But before we do that, we need to show which minor scale we're going to use. And I would suggest for this grade you do the harmonic minor because it's the same going up and down. And so it's just a simple two-step process. So first of all, we need to start on A and descend down. So I'm going to start pretty high up so I don't have to worry about ledger lines. So there's our A. Good boys to football always. So coming down in step, line, space, line, space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we've ended on an A, all cosy grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know I've got everything correct. Now, A minor, it says without a key signature. A minor is related to C major, so there is no key signature anyway. So you would normally have to add the accidental of what your key signature would be, but in this case A minor has none. However, we do have to remember the harmonic minor scale has the 7th note raised. Remember, we're descending here, so this is the 8th because we've gone 8, 7, 6. If you find that tricky, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ascending. So this G needs to be sharpened to raise that by a semitone. Now that's the harmonic minor scale complete. The second question, we're writing B flat major ascending, so we're going up, but this time we need a key signature. So if we just pop the key signature in at the front, then everything's sorted for us. So B flat major has a key signature of B flats and E flats. We're in treble clef, so just place those carefully. And then we start on a B. So it's up to you whether you start on a low B or this B. Either way, you're going to have to just have a bit of a ledger line going on. I'll start here, I think. 1, 2, make sure we're going upwards, 3, 4, line, space, line, space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, F, G, A, B, and our key signature's there, so that's all done for us. Super duper, that's job done. Next one. So now we need to rewrite the following melody, but we need to group the notes correctly. And so we need to show in 3/8, we need to group things in dotted, crotchet, dotted quarter note groups. In actual fact, in 3/8, it's super easy because the rule is anything that's a quaver, an 8th note or shorter, we just literally beam all together. So we know we're going to have to beam those together. We can't beam those because that would change the value here. That's a crotchet or a quarter note, so we don't beam that. This will have to stay separate. Same here, but we know we can beam all of those, all of those, all of those, all of those. So first of all, I'm just going to get all the blobs in place. So if I just get all the kind of bits and bobs in place, then I haven't got to worry about thinking about too much, and then I can just concentrate on the job in hand. We may have some decisions about which way the stems are going to go though, because if we're beaming, sometimes we're going to have to decide what the best course of action will be. Nearly there. Okay, so we know that these three are going to be beamed, and they're all below the middle line, so they can all have the stems pointing up. So that's easy peasy. Nothing changes in this bar because we can't beam a crotchet or a quarter note. That would change the note value. Same again. Now here these are all below the middle line, so they can all have the stems going up. We just need to remember, because of that dot, we've got an extra beam here, we need to show that semiquaver, that 16th note. Same principle here, all the stems are going to go down. Notice that because I'm beginning and ending on the same note, this is kind of a straight. However, when we're descending overall, you can see that I'm showing that with a slight diagonal to the beam. So this one, these are the same, these are going up, so I'm going to just show a general upwards movement, I think, there. These are all going together. These are above the middle line, so these must go down. These are on the middle line, so they can go either way, so we'll have them staying down to accommodate the higher notes. And then those two are semiquavers, 16th note, so we need another beam. Here these are all above, so these are all below the middle line, so the stems are going to go down. I'm showing a general downwards movement, and that just needs a stem. There we go. Let's have a look at this next one. So we've got two things to address here. We need to add the correct clef, and we need to add a key signature to each of these tonic triads. So for this to be D major, the tonic must be D, the lowest note must be D, and so this must be bass clef for this to be a 1, 3, 5, D, F, A. Of course the key signature will change the F, but for our purposes that's the first, third, fifth. So D major has a key signature of F sharps and C sharps. There we go. So for this to be C major, the tonic or the tone key, the home note, must be C, C, E, G, and so that must be treble clef. Now C major has a key signature of nothing, so there's nothing to add there. So for this to be D minor, our tonic here at the bottom must be D, so Every Good Boy Deserves is treble. And of course D minor is related to F major, which has a key signature of B flats. So even though it doesn't apply to any of these notes in the tonic triad, we still need to show the key by adding the key signature. So for this to be an E minor, this tone key tonic note must be an E, E, G, B, and so that's got to be bass clef for that to be correct. And E minor is related to G major, which has a key signature of F sharps. So finally this needs to be an E flat. So for this to be an E flat, E, G, B, that needs to be treble. And then to make it E flat major, and then therefore that would become E flat as appropriate, we need the key signature for E flat major, which is B flats, E flats, A flats. And that's the end of that question. We'll look at the last question in the next video. I do hope that that's helpful to you. I hope that it's of benefit to your studies. I hope that you're enjoying it. I certainly am. If you can give me a like, that'd be super, and subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's lots more to come. Please do visit sharonbale.com and have a look at all of the resource and information that's available to help you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.